Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Auburn's offense will be first on the attack. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Brown will throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab, turning it on. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it.
He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end, and they'll knock him down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end.
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Finds his big tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Underwood. Here's the pressure. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem.
Quarterback's ability.
They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Michigan offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to move them on the counter. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Underwood on the play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Buchanan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
He's got it again. Finding some room. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but there he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Oh, it's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. fake. Underwood. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll stay. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They believe they can run right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Running to the left. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Underwood.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Bust through behind his pad. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Touchdown, Michigan! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the... And he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. The give to the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got enough for the first. Perhaps a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And he's wrapped up. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Offense gets set for second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's like a cheat code. You know what's coming, but it's so hard to stop when you got the big fullback who comes downhill when you need it the most on third down and just falls forward and is going to get the first down. It's so nice to have, and this offense is set up with a chance to run this clock out.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And he surges across the line. This offense has it with really good field position. Play action with Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Hauls it in. That's the 20. He's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Underwood got his man out of the backfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Throwing, Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Into the end zone. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and